afternoon. Welcome. This quick little video will help you in creating SOL practice session tickets for your students to facilitate mock testing for the SOLs. This will help you create sessions for the mock testing for reading and mock testing for math. You will be able to create session tickets. You will be able to create sessions and also create login tickets for both the CAT math test and the CAT language arts tests as well. So once you log into or navigate to the training site here on the screen, which I will have already sent out the link to you for that web address. It is rather long. It's pearsonaccess.com. And also this information is also on the tech Google site as well with the links and step-by-step directions in the PowerPoint as well. So once you get here, you're just going to simply log into the training site. The credentials are also on the Tech Google site with all the information. So your login is FCPS training, and your password is training. It's training 2017. And once you get in, you are going to come over to the test management tab. And you can either click here for manage test sessions, or you can come down here and click on manage test sessions. And here you're going to have a list of all of the test sessions, and this can get a little confusing because you've got every test session that everybody in Fairfax County has created. Ours are going to always start with 029 because I suggest that we always start our sessions with 029 because that's our school code, and plus they will populate towards the top because they're starting with 0. So our first step that we're going to do is we are going to just click right here at the very, very top where it says where it says new test session. So we're going to click here and say new test session. And here you're going to name everywhere where you see a little flag means that you have to put something in that field. So we're going to create name our session. So to start off with, let's just go ahead and, like I said, we are going to name our test sessions with our school code, which is Cameron. So we're going to say 029. And we are going to again start off with our teacher name. So we're going to 029, we're going to say Cameron, and we will go on and we'll just use Mrs. Branning as a start with, and she's grade 4, so we'll say grade 4 Branning, and we'll start off with reading. Okay, and again, we said that we are Cameron, so if we say 029, it will populate all of the schools in Fairfax County. So we're going to come on down and find Cameron. The screen is going to blink a little. Our context is just a regular test. Our test to be administered, we will start with reading. So we're going to choose School Reading CAT Training Test. Read aloud by an administrator. We're just going to choose the default is no. We can't change that. So we're just going to leave it at no. Default group type, we're going to choose main. Our Proctor caching computer, we're going to leave it at audio. We can change this to audio where it will read to us. For this particular creating test session video, we're going to leave it at non-audio. Then we're going to come on down and we're going to choose our date. So this is for tomorrow. So we will choose the 4th. We don't have to do a time. If you want to do a location, you can, but it's not required. So I'm just going to leave it blank. Then we're going to scooch on down and we're going to choose some students. So I always just simply click on the the button of students. And then when you choose this button, it always here gives you 25 students. None of our classes have 25 students. So what I do, just so that we have extra tickets, I just click on this button here. It selects the first 25 students. We're good to go. All we need to do from here is save this. Now I've got 25 kids in my class, and if you look here, it says this session was successfully created for 029 Cameron, grade 4, Branning, reading. Now I have two options. I can return to my managed test sessions, or I can go to session 029 grade 4 Branning, reading. That's what I want to do. I want to go back to that session. That's going to keep me in that session, and I can have a lot of options for that session. So I'm going to look here, make sure everything's good. These are all 25 students that I created. Again, these are mock students. They're fake students. So now what I need to do, I need to start the session, and I also need to actually print the test tickets. So to start the sets, to actually start the session, which I can go ahead and do, even though we're not going to take this test until tomorrow, so that I don't have to log back in and do anything. I'm going to go ahead and start the session. So the session is started. I don't have to worry about it. It's good to go. When the kids come in and log in, they're good to go. I can start the session. It's ready to go. So I'm going to start that session. And then when I start the session, I also have, it gives me two options again, return back to that session detail, which is basically the class, or return to manage test sessions. If I return to manage test sessions, I'm going back to that main screen with all those sessions from everybody in the county. I want to go back to that specific session detail of Miss Branning's. So I'm going to click back to that because now I want to print my authorizations. I want to print those test tickets. So I'm going to come here to authorizations, and if you notice, student authorizations is now hyperlinked. So now I can get in, click here, it opens up a PDF file. I click here, I click open, give it a second, and now I have my PDF file. And I have one PDF, you notice one of 25, I have one for each of those 25 fake students that I created. So now these are my test tickets for each kid. No, it doesn't have an individual name for each student because remember, this is just a test site. It's a fake site. It's a fake student. So the names on the students are just student new. It doesn't say a particular student's name. It's not individualized because this is just a fake site. Okay, so then you're going to go in, and you're just going to simply click on the little print icon here and print out your test tickets. Then you're going to go into the lab or into your classroom and give each student a test ticket and have each kid log in with their test ticket. Using TestNav 8, they'll log onto their computer, click on the TestNav icon on their desktop, and then when they get to the login screen on their desktop, they will use these credentials of username and password to log in, and then they will the SOL test, the mock SOL test will load for them. And that is basically how you create test sessions in Pearson, test sessions in Pearson. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Have a great day. Thanks.